Hey guys, my name is Sasha, and if this is not the first video of me you're watching, you probably know how sex positive I usually am. Sex positivity, yay! However, today I wanted to talk about sex on the first date, and this is where my sex positivity will stop. Now, if, and it's a very big if, you're looking for a good relationship, it involves dating different people, learning about their personality and seeing if they're right for you. And as a gay man, I can tell you that we often make a mistake of having sex on the first date. Now, is it bad? No, there's nothing inherently wrong with having sex on the first date. However, if good relationship is what you're after, then it might get in the way, and in this video, I'll tell you how. When it comes to a long-term relationship, any person who's been in it for longer than 5 years will tell you that it is important to lay proper foundation for this relationship and keep it that way. In simple terms, it means getting to know each other. First, we'll be basic, like what's your name, how old you are, where are you from, what are you doing with your life, are you studying, are you working, what your hobbies are, do you have an underlying existential crisis, so perhaps it's better not to connect with you. But then it will start to be quite deep. Questions that you will ask primarily yourself. Things like, do we connect well? Do our values align? Do we want the same thing from this relationship? Do we want to have a family? Do you know what's the biggest distraction there is when it comes to getting this information? Your boner. Think about it. When you start dating someone, even if you really like them, how often do you have the capacity to meet with them? Considering you have work or uni, probably have housework, hopefully have other friends to hang out with, you might, if you're lucky, be able to meet with them a few times a week. And probably you wouldn't even want to meet with them more than that. And considering the average masturbation rate for a guy in his 20s, you probably need to meet like 10 times more than that. Okay, jokes. Ugh, I'm so good today. Without noticing it, you spend a lot of time having sex without getting to know the person. And not only are you not laying a proper foundation for your relationship, you actually give up on all that passion and tension which comes with waiting to have sex. I've noticed that if you wait to have sex, guys will actually want you more. Unless they're looking for hookups, in which case, why would you want a long-term relationship with that person? Like, I'm sure you remember your first love and how special that relationship was to you. And I really doubt that you jumped straight into sex or you were even thinking about jumping straight into sex. You want to experience that feeling, build that connection. It's not all about sex. There is a great book which is really simple to read. It's called Gay Man's Guide to Love and Relationships. I'll leave a link to Amazon down in the description. It's like £5 in UK and it's like $7 in the US, so really nothing for a book. It's been written by a doctor, a psychotherapist actually, Dr. Travis, who lives in Florida and has actually helped a lot of gay people with his therapy. He's gay himself. He's been with his man for 26 years. They got married in 2014. So I trust the guy to give me a relationship advice. And in his book, he describes something known as Travis Rule of 8. You've probably heard of that term before, or the idea of that. Essentially, it means that you shouldn't have sex for the first 8 dates. And you know, it will probably take you 2 to 4 weeks to have 8 dates with a person, which isn't really that unreasonable to ask a person not to have sex during 1 month. And here's the thing that I've noticed personally as well. Nice and intelligent guys will not even ask you to have sex. They'll probably see how you react, your body language, how you talk to them, and they'll realize that that's not something that's relevant at the moment. And it's good because first, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, it will just filter off the guys who are just looking for hookups and don't want anything more. And there have been guys in my life that have said that they want a relationship. We had sex maybe once or twice and that was it. And I was so heartbroken because they were also one of the first relationships I've had. If this is the position you're into, and if other people are saying that you should have sex with them or that you'll enjoy it or that they want to give you that pleasure, don't listen to them. It is a big mistake that you can make. And after that, you know, if you don't do that, the worst that can happen is you will think, oh, what would happen if I did? But if you do it and the guy turns out to be a real asshole who just wants to have sex with you and nothing else, you will feel so used and heartbroken. It's just not worth it. And secondly, as I said, it happened to me as well. It helps you to get to know the person instead of having sex with them for a few months, thinking that you're in a relationship, and then sort of as you go on, you realize that you're completely different people and you have different understandings and values when it comes to relationships in the first place. And so I felt like I've wasted a couple of months of my time where really I could be looking for someone else, trying to date with someone else, and there is no urgency to that, but it's much better to have that time with someone who genuinely wants it rather than wants your ass. Now, I'm not saying that if you have sex in the first couple of dates, your relationship will fail. That is just simply not true. There are so many great examples of people who have had sex in the first couple of dates and, they were just fine. But if you have been going out with guys and, you're not ugly and you have somewhat of a personality and things are just not working out for you, that is definitely a thing to consider. Think about it as one of the potential reasons, and try it out. Just try not having sex with a person. It's just an experiment. My boyfriend was a lot more proactive in trying to impress me after he realized that sex isn't something I want straight away. Trust me on this one, it can go a long way. Okay guys, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. The only point of this video is just to make you think. Just think about it, consider it. It is something that could be happening to you. If you liked it, definitely smash like, share it on other social media, put it in your YouTube playlist, help it grow. Subscribe to my channel because I make weekly videos for my favorite LGBT community on weekends, and follow my Instagram, sashalivesinengland. You can follow me and DM me and we can have a chat. Absolutely don't have a problem in doing that. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.